What you got in store? What you got in store? In store. Tell me what you want. You know I got it. I hear a shipping girl. You out of pocket. I blast off in the space like from a rocket. From now you can tell. Hey, yeah. Tell me what you want. What you want. I got it. Tell me what you.
How you doing today? Please introduce yourself.
I'm doing good. I'm Led Fazim. My stage name is From the L, but I just go by XL. I shortened it, and yeah, I'm doing good today, man.
Alright, so tell us about yourself. When did you get into music?
I got into music probably after I graduated high school and I got into college, but I always dabbled in it in the previous years, just freestyling with the homies in middle school, being on the lunchroom tables and whatnot.
And when you decided to officially get into it, how did your friends or family react around you at the time?
All my friends, they thought it was cool, so, you know, they weren't, like, super supportive, but they were like, yeah, like, man, like, you know, do it. I had a few factors that really wanted to see me truly, like, take it serious. And as far as my family, they didn't really care too much about it. They just didn't really take it too serious. They thought it was more of a hobby.
All right. And did you have anyone that, like, kind of told you or led you on this way, like, hey, man, this is something you should really do. I think you would be successful at this.
So when I was in college, I was going through a tough time. So I just remember calling up my homie and just venting to him about it. And he kind of just gave me that push to really, you know, like tap into it. He said that it would be a good outlet for me to really just get a lot of the stuff that I was holding in my chest off. And I took that advice and it definitely did help a lot.
All right. Now, besides making music, you're also a student. So let's speak about your major a bit.
Yes, I'm a student at USF, University of South Florida, here in Tampa, Florida. I'm an IPRA major. That's Integrated Public Relations and Advertising. I actually came to that conclusion that I wanted to do that from music. So I wanted to be able to push my music out and be able to advertise it and do a lot of that stuff myself. So my parents, who weren't going to let me drop out of college or not attend college at all, I just decided to choose that path because it really just pushed towards the path that I was already going down.
Now, what's your thought process? What goes through your head when you are sitting down to write a song or coming up with a song?
So when I'm sitting down writing a song, all of that happens right here. I really just, before I record, I probably spent a lot of time just maybe to myself or just going out and really just living life. I grab a lot of inspiration from living life. Just skating, going to school, going through relationship issues, you know, fallouts with friends, you know, family matters and whatnot. All the things that I'm already going through in life are truly just what inspire me.
You get any inspiration from any TV shows, movies, any favorite albums, anything like that?
Favorite album of all time is 17 by XXXTentacion. As far as inspiration for music, I don't really listen to too much music for inspiration. Like I said, I like to live a lot of just life and get inspired from that. But I definitely would say my interest in music like that, or even in anime and just as much cartoons as I've watched, the plots that they have, they're very like heavy-hearted, and like, you know, animes have a lot of like, you know, just like tough lessons in them and just things that really apply to life. I think that definitely plays a role in molding the artist that I am, for sure.
Now, I've listened to some of your music, and I've noticed it's like you, and you've even told me before, it's not just, you couldn't really group it into a one set genre. It's kind of a mixture of a lot of different forms. So, would you say that watching some of those shows or just kind of your interest or what you in kind of created that, and it's part of the reason also why you a lot of different audiences like your music as well?
Yeah, for sure. I grew up listening to Linkin Park off of my brother's Walkman. I really didn't gravitate towards rap until like maybe middle school. I think Lil Wayne was the first artist. Definitely a great artist to start with rap. So I think definitely those choices definitely play a big role in that. You know, Wayne, he skateboarded. He was probably one of the first rappers around the time to really push that boundary. So growing up, watching anime, listening to rock music, you know, listening to Wayne, it just pushed me in more of an alternative direction. So I would say that I'm really able to tap in with that alternative scene while also still maintaining a lot of the roots from my hometown, which is a very ghetto area, a very hood area. So those individuals from that part of my life also see what I'm doing and they're able to gravitate towards it, not even just because they're into it, but because they see someone who comes from where they're from, and that, you know, that's what they're pushing and partaking in, and I think it just helps them keep an open mind towards it all.
All right, and last up, man. So, what's some of the achievements you're proud of, and where do you hope to take this in the future?
The achievements that I'm proud of is just truly everything that I've accomplished till this moment. Music videos, having the studio here, being able to record whenever I want, the people that I'm around, the artists that I've met. A couple years ago, I remember thinking towards this moment right here. So anything beyond this is just a blessing. Some big achievements will probably be co-signs. I've been co-signed by Post Malone. I've been co-signed by Ski Master Slump God, 24 Hours. So, you know, like, those are really things that, you know, a lot of people don't see in a career, even people who have successful careers. So, in a sense, I already feel like I've made it. Anything that happens after this is just truly a blessing.
I think you should stop it. Baby, I'm in the mosh pit. I ain't even go to work today, no, I ain't clocking. But I'm still gon' count up all the best, they know I'm popping. I just get off stage, I'm with my homies, we be rocking.